Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm Nicholas, and today I'm going to take you through some spelling skills. Do you know that the k sound, the sound k, like as in kite or as in cat, do you know that this k sound in the English language is spelled with 5 different spellings? Yes, 5 different spellings. It is spelled with C. It is also spelled with the letter K. It is also spelled with the combination CK. It is also spelled with CH and then QUE. Yes. So as in with the C, as in cat. So obviously you can hear the k sound, and the k sound in cat is represented with the letter C. And then in a word like kite, you can hear the k sound, but this time around the spelling is not C but it is K. And then word like clock, so we can hear the k sound at the end of this word clock, and this time around the spelling is these 2 letters, combination of these 2 letters, clock. Good. And then in a word such as chemical, you can hear the k sound at the beginning and it is CH. And then in a word like unique, you can hear the k sound also at the end and it is spelled with QUE. Very good. So this proves that the k sound has 5 different spellings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now, in spelling, how do you know when to spell with C? That is for the k sound. How do you know you are spelling the k sound when you are spelling? How do you know you are spelling with C? At what point do you spell with K, CK, CH, or QUE? You see, this is where the confusion is. If you don't have these techniques, if you don't have knowledge on spelling skills, you find yourself wanting, especially words that you are not familiar with. Words that we are familiar with because maybe you've been seeing them most of the time, you might be able to spell it, but you won't be able to spell those ones that you are not familiar with. But there are simple spelling techniques that you can use to know when to spell with any of this. Okay, there is a spelling rule that is applied in spelling each one of them. Good. Let me give you an example. Let's take the C for instance. Now, as we have all seen, the letter C can spell the k sound. Actually, the letter C has 2 sounds. It can sound the hissing sound of S, like we hear in city. Good. And then in cat, as you saw. Good. So at what point in English do you spell with C? Let's start. Now, there are 3 different rules or 3 techniques you need to apply when spelling the k sound with C. Good. because the k sound spelled with C can appear in the beginning of the word and can appear in the middle and also at the end of the word. So the phonetic rule says that when the k sound is heard at the beginning, so we are learning when to use C and not any of this. Remember that. Good. So when the k sound is heard at the beginning of the word and it is followed by these vowels, A, O, U. When the k sound is heard at the beginning of a word and after the k sound you hear the sound of any of these vowels, or the k sound blends with consonant R and then L, then that k sound will be spelled with C. Let's see, for example. So that is why the word cat is spelled with C. It is C because of this vowel. Like I told you, here this vowel, or this vowel comes after the sound k. So it will be spelled with C. So cat cannot be spelled this way or any other of the spellings. That is why cat is spelled with C. So you can try, you can find out yourself words, other words like card. Okay, let's look at this one. Cup. Good. Or coat. So all these words will be spelled with C because of this vowel. It won't take any of the other spelling. So whenever you see these vowels coming after the k sound, then you spell with C. Okay, that is why cap is also spelled with this because of this vowel. So we have this vowel here, we have this vowel as in cup or coat, then this vowel as in cap. So you can cross check. Whenever this vowels is followed by the k sound, it is spelled with C. That is the phonetic rule. Okay. Then at the beginning, when it's also blending with consonants R or L. So in phonetics and in spelling, the k spelling that blends with R and L is C. That is why we have words with this blend. Okay, consonant blend. So it is, for instance, cream. So you can hear k at the beginning of the word, cream. And so you must spell with C because of this consonant. The same thing like in climb. So you see, because of this consonant, you have to spell with C. You have to spell the k sound with C. That's right. I believe you are following. So you can go on and find out for yourself that this is how it takes the beginning k sound. Then when in the middle, when the k sound is also heard in the middle of the word, it is also when the k sound is followed by these same vowels. Okay, these same vowels. For instance, scarf. So you see scarf, the k sound is not at the beginning but somewhere in the middle, and because of this vowel, the k sound will be spelled with C. Okay, we can also try this. So scan. Obviously, you can see that it is spelled with C because of this vowel. So that is how it works. So when it's in the middle, and then when it's in the middle, okay, and it's followed by these vowels, it is spelled with C. But in the middle, when it also comes after the consonant T. Okay, so take note of this. The consonant T in the middle. Okay, the sound spell we see will not have anything to do with T at the beginning, but in the middle. Okay, like words like in words like this, act. So that's why the word act here, the sound is heard at the middle, but because of this T, we don't spell with any of this spelling but C. You get it? Good. And then when it's at the end of multisyllabic word, you understand? Multisyllabic word. So at the end of multisyllabic words, the sound is also spelled with C, and that is where we shall have a word like static. So in static, it is spelled with C at the end because the word static is a multisyllabic word. So when the sound is heard at the end of a multisyllabic word, it is spelled with C. That is why words like music will have C at the end. Good. So I believe that you have learned some spelling skills today, and know that the sound at the beginning of words will spell C when it is followed by the vowels A, O, U, or when it's followed by R and then L. Then in the middle, it is spelled with C when it is followed by A, O, U, or the consonant T. Then when you hear the sound at the end of words in static multisyllabic words, then you spell with C. So these are the 3 ways that you must spell the sound with C in the English language. Beautiful. So keep on practicing, find more words, and you will see that this spelling technique actually works. So we shall continue in the next episodes. So just keep subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe this channel. Click on the subscribe button and click on the bell so that you can always have a notification whenever I upload a new video. Thank you for watching. Bye.